Reynolds back in a hurry. Reynolds to the hole.
Rubio flanks and scores! Takesha Granberry on target.
The throw, the catch, touchdown!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. By clean, safe, reliable propane. Propane, exceptional energy. By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And brought to you in part by the Virginia Athletics Foundation, dedicated to providing scholarship, operational, and facility support for the Virginia Athletics program. On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly, presented by the Virginia Lottery.
I've never been so passionate about anything and devoted so much of my life to something.
I'm really excited this year. I'm on my way to a national championship this year. I'm 4th year. We want to win. We're here to win.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Kristen Weiss, number 9 on the women's soccer team. On today's show, you'll see highlights from our football team's ACC opener against Georgia Tech, a feature on soccer goalie Ryan Burke, and plenty of other highlights. But first, here's your Play of the Week.
The Play of the Week is brought to you by SunTrust Mortgage. We make the American dream come true every day.
Yannick waited off. I took a shot, the goalie made a good save. I was a little disappointed that I missed the first one, but then, 10 seconds later, it came back to me.
I mean, it was pumped up all night. It was an unbelievable game, and I saw him running behind me, try to flick it, and he just tapped it in.
I think going into overtime, being at home, that also gives us confidence, I mean, the crowd's always good, especially in overtime when it's a golden goal.
Stay tuned. Virginia game highlights are coming up next on Cavalier Sports Weekly.
All alone, touchdown! The Cavs score the touchdown. Ogletree the catch in the corner.
Welcome back to Cavalier Sports Weekly. Our football team traveled to Atlanta to take on Georgia Tech on Thursday. Let's check out the game story.
The Cavalier game highlights are presented by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
University of Virginia and Georgia Tech lock horns in a Coastal Division battle as UVA kicks off the ACC season. The Cavs are heavy underdogs tonight as Georgia Tech has started the year 3-0. Cavs put 5 down linemen. They're going to bring Copper on the blitz, and the pitch going to Choice, and the Virginia defense there again across the 15 of the 16-yard line, and Reggie will operate out of the shotgun. Copper showing the blitz, backs out of it. Now Reggie to throw. Reggie far side, puts it up. It's going to be caught complete at Virginia's 33-yard line. And it'll be Reggie to operate out of the shotgun. Cox will act as a tight end. Reggie rolls the pocket near side. Ball may carry. 10-5, goal line, touchdown inside the pylon. Cavs couldn't get there in time. Byron Glaspie got beat to the corner.
The last 3 years that we've played, our quarterbacks in this series have had 3 terrific games in a row, and as a result, we got points from it. Tonight we got very little points from that spot, and they got 3 dramatic plays that were really what the game was about.
Reggie out of the gun, and Reggie may run. Reggie's going to be hit and dropped back at the 2-yard line. Jeffrey Fitzgerald gave him no lane to run. The Cavalier 42-yard line with 4:55 to go. And it's a double reverse. Rashawn Grant coming back this way. Cavs have it defensed very well, and they're going to pull him out of bounds. Good play by Fitzgerald.
I thought we played relatively well against a team that's pretty committed to running the ball. I thought we played pretty decently against the run, but the quarterback was able to step up.
To the left side, ball to throw. Ball looking downfield. Ball airs it out, throws. The catch, Calvin wide open, 15-10-5, touchdown. Reggie Ball hits the home run, 58 yards.
We still see some of the same things reoccurring, and that is give up deep balls in the secondary that dramatically change the game.
And it'll be Ball to throw. Ball puts it up. Intended for Calvin Johnson. The catch, too easy. 35-30, 25-20, 15-10-5, touchdown.
He just ran down the field. You know, it wasn't like it was a complex pattern or this and that. He just ran down the field. So he certainly did a much better job of executing his pattern than our people in the secondary did of executing the coverage.
Snelling is the lone running back with the tight end for Sewell. 5-step drop, stays in the pocket. Sewell stepping up, throwing deep ball, home run. Fontel open. Oh, and he can't make the catch. Oh, he was wide open down the far sideline, 21-yard line.
Start of the game was extremely rocky. I didn't expect to come out there and play the way I played. I expected to be a little better, but you know, I just tried to keep my head and get positive information and feedback from my players, and they kept me in it.
Snelling will be the running back out of the gun, Sewell. Sewell looking to throw. The left-hander under pressure. Sewell will step up and run. Sewell to the 25, and he falls down 33-yard line. Pretty good run.
Part of being a quarterback is to work yourself through some difficult situations, and he seemed to do that and was unflustered by his lack of success. And quarterback's got to have a short memory, and came back and played his best as the game evolved.
So Sewell, the play fake. Sewell to throw. Far side on target. The catch by Fontel Mines, dives 40-yard line at Georgia Tech. Play fake, and Sewell walks in, throws, and it's going to be caught by Robertson. Yes, 30-yard line, and that's going to be good for a first down.
I feel like I bounced back pretty okay. You know, it just gave me a little more confidence in this experience. I'm going to have to tag this up on an experience level.
Choice, the lone running back, Ball, the option again. He'll pitch. Choice drops the ball. Cavs go after it. The fumble, and they kept it in the field of play. It's right in front of the Georgia Tech bench. Cavalier recovery. The Cavs 1 of 3 this year on 4th down. Sewell to throw. Stays in the pocket. All alone. Touchdown. The Cavs score the touchdown. Ogletree the catch in the corner.
Certainly got the process started that, frankly, we knew well back in time that, you know, this is what it was going to come to, and now we're there, and we're going to follow it through.
Final stats.
We still have quite a few things to do to get through this process of getting a number of these players up to playing and performing like college football players.
For our tip of the week, field hockey forward Lindsey O'Bannon demonstrates a great way to score goals. It's called the deflection.
Hi, I'm Lindsey O'Bannon. I play field hockey for the University of Virginia. Today we're going to talk about deflections as an important part of our game. The rule is you can't score from outside the circle, so when shots are taken from outside, it's important for forwards to be down and ready to get a tip on the ball, deflect it into the cage for a goal. An important part of deflections to score is having your stick on the ground and ready and the ramp up so that when the ball hits your stick, it doesn't stop and trap it. It keeps going into the cage, over the goalie, hopefully.
You might not think that a French major living on the lawn would be willing to dive in the dirt or stick his face in front of a speeding soccer ball. Men's keeper Ryan Burke is not a typical student, nor is he a typical goalie. What he is your Student Athlete of the Week.
The Student Athlete of the Week is presented by the Virginia Lottery. In 2006, the Virginia Lottery contributed a record $454 million to public schools throughout the Commonwealth.
There's a lot of different parts of Ryan, as you mentioned. He's very interested in school and pursuing different languages and career opportunities. He works full-time, basically, over the summer. I think one summer he worked for a hedge fund in California. Last summer he worked in New York all summer. When he has time off, he went to South Africa out of the blue one time just to go explore and see the world.
His personality is very atypical for a goalkeeper. I was a goalkeeper, and for the most part, the goalkeepers are looked at as the guy who's a little bit crazy. He's a little bit reckless. He's a little bit wild. He's the guy who's probably not going to have the most organized room and is going to not probably live on the lawn and major in French and be commanding positions in Wall Street.
I didn't really get recruited highly out of Maine. It's not known as a national powerhouse for soccer. So I wasn't, coming from Maine, it's a totally different environment. Like, I was not ready, I was not prepared to come here athletically. I was way, way behind the standard, at least initially.
Well, when he first got here, I don't think anybody on the team felt he could compete either, to be honest.
The first I saw of him was on a video, and it wasn't even in a game. It was a compilation of training sessions that he put together, and what you could see is some athletic ability, some bravery, and you could see a guy who had some tools, but we didn't know how good of a player he was.
I was so overwhelmed because I came down the summer before preseason. And I remember I had a friend who went to Duke, which is a comparable program. I said, look, I do not think I'm ready for this. This is over my head. I am not up to par here at UVA. He said, look, don't worry about it. Get into preseason. Just work hard, listen, try, and you can only hope for the best from there. So give it your best shot, and you'll figure it out.
We took a little bit of a chance on him, and he was very good academically. We knew he'd fit in with the school, but he was a little unknown as a player until we actually got him here and started working with him.
We had a starting goalie come in as a first year as well, who was on the national team growing up, and everyone thought he would be the starter. And a couple games into the season, he got hurt, and Burke kind of got thrown in, and that game, he was unbelievable.
I think what coaches look for the most is just steady play, because all the goalkeepers for the most part are good athletes, and they can pull off a good save here and there. But at the end of the day, it's about not just about making like the little saves, but making routine saves over and over again, and not botching any of those. Getting the experience and earning that confidence over time has made me much better goalkeeper. And I can feel that difference. Even now, when I'm playing more confident, I can feel that I'm playing more confident. I can feel that I'm doing better. I feel in control.
He's an unbelievable student as well as a great soccer player. He lives on the lawn, which is a tremendous accomplishment for students here. And he's, an All-American soccer player, so it's kind of a rare combination, I would imagine.
I think he will be successful at whatever he chooses to do, and he is a guy who has always explored every option, taken every opportunity since he's been here at UVA to explore himself and what this place has to offer. He will do well at whatever he chooses to do.
And knowing Ryan, I think he'll do more than one thing. I think if he chooses to, he can pursue a career as a professional soccer player. You may find him on Wall Street, you may find him overseas somewhere, or any combination of those.
I've never been so passionate about anything and devoted so much of my life to something as I have to my soccer here at UVA. So while it's not a specific moment, it's definitely a process that I've gone through that has to be the most significant achievement of my life.
The field hockey team is off to a great start this season. They recently defeated 4th-ranked North Carolina for their first conference win in almost 5 years and are now ranked 10th in the country. Field hockey is the focus for this week's Who's Heating Up?
Who's Heating Up is brought to you by Propane, exceptional energy.
Team chemistry of our team is great this year. The girls, everyone's here to play hard, and every game we come out, coming from behind and coming low in the rankings, we have a lot to win. We have nothing to lose right now, and we just keep playing hard every game and come out strong.
Generally, I've been pleased with the way the girls have been coming on. We've adopted a new attacking style this year. They've come onto it quite well.
When you're fatigued or you have game after game after game, that's when your character as a team shows. So we're working that, and up into the North Carolina game, we were peaking, and every day we're getting better. Every day we're working on adding more things to the system, and they're absorbing it.
In terms of the ACC, obviously it was a very important win for us last week. We haven't won an ACC game for some time, and people got a bit emotional about the game, but for us it was just one win along the way, a very important one. The key for us now, we've got Boston College next week, is to get that second win within the conference, and it's the strongest conference in hockey in the US. So to get a couple of wins in the ACC conference is a real feather in our caps, particularly in the first year. But in terms of building a foundation for the future, it's been a real plus in terms of winning that first ACC game.
Challenges, are just try to keep gelling. We haven't gelled as a team yet, and we feel that the effort's there. The effort's always there. It's a matter of putting everything together, for 70 minutes and not 35 and not 45.
The big challenge for us now is that we've learnt the system, we've learnt how to play. The next thing to do is to stretch those 20-25 minutes out to a full 70-minute match.
Every game is a challenge for us still. We can't look past anybody. Every team is a great opponent for us, and we have to come and bring our game every game and, play our hardest. We can't ever let down. We're on the way to number one. We got to keep pushing hard.
Yeah, that's definitely one of our strengths, how willing the team is to be the best it can. There's still stepping stones that we have to go to get.
I don't know. I'm really excited this year. I'm on my way to a national championship this year. I'm 4th year. We want to win. We're here to win. So opponents be scared of UVA.
Coming up after the break.
Welcome back to the show. This week's Olympic Sports Spotlight shines on the men's soccer team, off to a tremendous start and ranked #1 in the country.
The Olympic Sports Spotlight is presented by the Virginia Athletics Foundation.
On 3 is Virginia. 1, 2, 3.
Virginia!
Here we go. I think this was our first real test against a very, very good opponent on the road in a hostile environment.
The Cavaliers are coached by George Gallavage.
I think we need to be able to deal with this kind of atmosphere. We got 2 more games on the road at Duke and Virginia Tech that'll be similar atmospheres.
We played well. It just wasn't a solid performance as we usually expect. And we got to step up a little more when we're playing these games on the road.
Virginia shot by number 6, Ian Holder.
I actually saw it develop, and I'm saying, number 7's open. And so, and I think a couple of those plays had happened earlier, and we took care of it. There was one little play in front of the goal that we were doing a pretty good job of. It was a cross, and the guy got his head on it, and that opened the game up a little bit.
Flicked it, and I was kind of right in front of the goalie and just redirected and flicked it and went in. So it's good to get a goal finally.
It would have been easy for our team to just fold going down 2-0. But I have to say, in the end, we scored a goal and really gave them a scare in the last 5 minutes. So, and that's on the road, again, in a tough environment. So I think the next time we're on the road, which I think is Virginia Tech is our next road game, we'll be a little bit better.
2, 1.
It's not the end of the season. In fact, we're very early into our season. And you know what? You're just not going to go undefeated in our sport. I mean, we're 8-1. I mean, we're doing great. 2-1 in the conference. We just got to make sure we stay focused, stay the course, get something out of this game, and we'll be fine.
In other Cavalier sports action this week,
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. Next week, we'll have highlights from the football game against the Duke Blue Devils and lots more soccer, volleyball, and field hockey action. Until then, go Hoos.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. By clean, safe, reliable propane. Propane, exceptional energy. By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And brought to you in part by the Virginia Athletics Foundation, dedicated to providing scholarship, operational, and facility support for the Virginia Athletics program.